In this video, I'm going to be continuing from the last video. Remember, in the last video there was some errors, and the error was because I had to fix the web.config file because I added the namespaces in 3 places, so it would not allow me to run my application, so I had to delete 2 of those places. So now the error is fixed. So what I was trying to show you earlier on was the reason why we have okay, let me add a button so you can understand what I was trying to say. Okay, so if I had drag a button to the top of this button, we can see that the button event, let's choose it. Remember how I told you to choose the event, choose the button and choose the click event. So now we have the click event added inside the code declaration block. Okay, so the button event, the button event handler, this is what it's called, button event handler. There will be the image button event handler. You can see that it has the object sender. So this object sender tells the server who is sending this event. In this case, it will be the button 1. So this object sender is telling the server is image button 1, but the other controls, the other argument of this method that we haven't discussed is this. We can see that here, because there's no extra information that is sent to the server, that's why we have the generic event tags E, but here we have a different image click event tags because there's extra information. And I was saying to you the reason is because the X and Y coordinate is also being sent. So, and I was trying to use the image button to describe what is going on. So now if I go to the design view, what I've done is I've created an image button and I've specified the image URL. So, and I added label 1 and label 2. So if I go to the code view, what I did is I said the label 1 should turn this, remember this argument, this parameter, and get the X coordinate and turn it into a string, because remember our label can only display text because this X coordinate is going to be an integer. Our label cannot display integer, can only display string. That's why we have to use the method of toString, and that's what you have to understand, because label 1 is a control, it's also a class, and it has a method called toString. So, and I said that label 2 should display the Y coordinate, and I have to convert it to string, otherwise we get an error. So now if I run this application, let's run this application, and if I click on the image, you can see we get the coordinate of where I'm clicking on the image. So we're getting the X and Y coordinate, and we are not just, so that's the extra information of the image that is being sent to the server. So you can use this one to play games if you know how to work it. So that's what I'm trying to show you earlier on before we got the error.